All right, and welcome to a special edition of the Sloppy Bro Show. Normally I stream on Friday nights, but today I decided to make an exception. Tonight's episode is 10 rounds in the Doxxing ring with Antifa. We've got our special guest JT with us. How you doing today, JT?
JB, man.
JB, that's right. I know too many damn J's.
Damn,
Anyway,
you see, I'm so special you forget who I am. That's all
right.
right. Yeah. I'm good. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Just enjoying my weekend after working my ass off. You know,
Yeah, I know that's back to it on Monday though.
always, brother. Always. You know how us working folks do. We don't have time to sit around and play on Twitter all day and put people's personal information out there. Like some do.
Oh yeah, we're definitely not about ruining lives. If anything, I
No,
would say we're about helping lives.
improving hey, listen, Antifa, if you're out there listening, we can help improve your life too. You don't have to be stuck in mommy's basement. You don't have to grow dreadlocks out at 25 and stay home and smell like patchouli oil. You really don't have to.
Well, now come on now. To be fair, we do have some PBs that are multicultural and have dreadlocks.
No, no, no. I'm not talking about just they're having dreadlocks to resist. And my wife and I were laughing about it today. This one guy, one of my customers, one of my guys went to a customer's house or something, and he, the kid, there was a kid. He was like 25, and he lived at home with his dad, and he had these dreadlocks on with like a resist shirt, and he didn't work obviously because it was like a Friday in the middle of the afternoon. He didn't have a job. It was complete soy boy.
Yeah.
Complete soy boy.
Well, the reason why I made the dreadlocks comment because this whole thing actually started last night. As you're aware, we did a Saturday night Holocaust show where it was just
Yep.
about having fun, not really getting too political. Just guys shooting the shit. Cracking jokes and whatnot. And for the longest time, it was just me and my buddy Chris. And then towards the end, we had some buddies come in through Messenger, you know, uh, hooting and hollering, having a good time, on their Saturday night out. Anyway, one of the
Oh
gentlemen,
yeah.
dropped the N word and, used the word faggot. Anyway,
Hmm.
apparently that caused a shitstorm with this guy on Twitter who likes to dox people. But what he didn't realize was the guy who said it is, a person of color. So even though
Yeah.
I would never
Yeah.
drop the N word, that guy is more than has every right to because, he's a part of that community as well as our
I,
brotherhood.
I actually disagree with your point on that. And my disagreement is if if one group can't say it, the other group can't say it.
Well, no, I'm
You
in
know what
that
I'm saying?
mindset that the word shouldn't be used, period, by anybody. But
Yeah. Gotcha. Gotcha.
as a
Gotcha.
as a cracker, I'm not going to,
It's
tell a person of color what they can and cannot say within their own community. Especially,
yeah. Yeah.
since they claim to use it as a term of endearment among each other, like we do, like we do.
Hmm. Yeah. We kind of
We've
like
got our
when
own
I'm.
words that we like to call one another.
Well, I call you a fag all the time, but
Well, yeah,
it's
yeah.
not because But listen, but on the other hand, just so everybody's clear, um, we grew up in the 80s, 70s, 90s, all that time, prior to the snowflake meltdown era that we're dealing with now. So when someone is, I have a lot of friends that are actually gay.
Damn it.
A couple of really good friends are gay. And um, what happened?
Oh no, we're good. We're good. We're good.
Oh, okay. And so to continue on with my point there, um, if somebody calls you a fag or a faggot or whatever, it's not in a way that we're trying to uh, say that you're a homosexual because that's not what it means. What it means is you're being a pussy is really what it breaks down to. Um, and the fact that words have such an impact these days is just it's mind blowing to me that a word could cause so much trouble and so much drama and have so many people in the outrage culture and the cancel culture just up in arms over everything. And it really, I mean, it really means nothing more than whatever you take the word as. So when my intention of using that word is just to tell somebody, quit being a bitch. You know what I mean? Quit being a
Right.
punk. And so I tried to explain this when we were at Pittsburgh. Old Timmy boy there from the Antifa at UNC. There, he's the professor at UNC. Got really, really upset when I was using the word to explain when somebody is called that, or when we call somebody that, it's not because of their sexual preference. It's because you're being a bitch.
Right.
And he had a meltdown. Stop using homophobic slurs. And I said, I'm not using a homophobic slur. Now, there's tons of different words I could call you if I wanted to be a bigot,
Right.
but I'm not a bigot. I don't care what you do. Like my whole take on it is, man, I don't care what makes somebody else come. You know what I mean? Like that's Joe Rogan said that once. He's like, I don't care what makes you come. What the hell do I care? If it's guys, girls, whatever. As long as it's not kids and animals,
Right.
Who cares?
I don't care who you sleep with. I don't care what your sexual
Exactly.
preference is. I mean, be with whoever you love, man. To me, love. If you're lucky enough to find somebody that you love, or lucky enough to find somebody that'll have sex with you, jump all over that shit.
Well, I love you, man.
Well, I love you too, dude.
So yeah, no, but that's you're right. You're right, man. But it's crazy. So this this whole thing last night blew up with Death Cab for Scooby.
Yep. Actually, let me. I'm gonna switch over here.
Our buddy Mark.
I'm gonna switch over here. As you can see, he's got a Twitter page with about 1,120 followers. And he just I guess he watched the show. He went through that shit frame by frame because it was over an hour and a half. So thanks for watching, man. That really helps my viewership and my analytics. But this guy loves to dox pretty much anybody who doesn't agree with him politically. But more importantly, he tends to favor the Proud Boys because I'll be honest with you, he's not doxing, real Nazis and real racists because,
No.
I'm pretty sure he'd get his ass stomped if they found out about him.
Mm-hmm.
Every Proud Boy that I know is, extremely against neo-Nazis, white supremacists, white nationalism, identitarian politics. I've not met anybody who supports any of that shit. Personally. Now, just like with any group, or organization, you're going to get bad apples here and there. And, we're doing our best to weed those douchebags out.
Mm-hmm.
I think. But this guy, here he is. He's essentially trying to ruin people's lives. Men that, work, they're supporting their families, their kids, being good husbands, being good fathers, doing what they're supposed to do. And, he's trying to, shit all over that and ruin it because, he doesn't agree with their politics.
Yeah. That's kind of the way it's gone as of late is that's the answer from the left is, oh, you don't agree with us, then you must be a Nazi. So we're going to put all your personal information out there. I got doxxed a couple of months back. They had pictures of my daughter out there. It was ridiculous, man. It got me angry for a little bit, but then I was like, you know what? I don't really care. I'm not ashamed of who I am and what I believe. And there's good reason as to why I'm not ashamed, because I know I'm on the right side of history. I know I'm doing the right thing. What's morally correct. They, on the other hand, hide behind their Twitter. They won't put their face out here. Speaking of, I did invite old Death Cab for Scooby on here tonight to join this live show. He's got the call-in number. If he wants,
Scooby, if you are watching, please call in, man. We're not gonna harass you and make fun of you. We're gonna give you a platform to speak your mind and explain, why you do. We're not gonna try to censor you or shut you up because, believe it or not, that's one of our main tenets, is freedom of speech. When we're out there, standing up for freedom of speech, we're standing up for your right to say and think and believe however you feel as well. We're not doing it just for us. We're doing it for everybody, every American in this country.
Yep. So so with their logic too, it's, if they want to shut down free speech and only allow certain things to be said, what if the shoe was on the other foot? right? What if we shut down their free speech rights? What if we told them what they're saying and what they're doing is illegal? They would their heads. You ever seen that GIF where the guy's like, when his head explodes? They
Right.
wouldn't know what to do at that point. But nobody's trying to shut them down. What we're trying to tell you is there's no reason to try and dox people because you disagree with them politically, and because you feel, just because Death Cab for Scooby feels like this is the truth, doesn't mean that it's actually the truth. And it's not everybody's truth. My truth is not other people's truth, but I don't try to force that on them. I say believe what you want to believe, but let me believe what I want to believe, and don't try to harass me, my family, my friends, for believing what we want to believe, for believing what we believe. It's a double-edged sword where, you keep swinging that double-edged sword, it's going to come back and cut your foot off. And that's just Scooby. Scooby has been doxxed recently. I don't know if you've got that image up there where you could put up his stuff. He's been doxxed recently.
Let me get that pulled up right now. I got it right here. Apparently, Death Cab for Scooby is Mark Mancini. He works at the U.S. Post Office in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yep.
And he's been doxing conservatives and harassing them online
for years.
For quite a while now. Actually, I would say probably since, this whole political divide, started, after Trump won the election. But I love how he says, my boss there keeps tabs on all the houses that get conservative magazines, and then we drive around and egg them while on the clock. So our taxpayer money is paying for this guy to drive around, with his boss and egg conservative houses.
Essentially, but I think the post office is privately funded now. I don't think it's not part of the government anymore. It is tied in somewhat, but I believe it's not an actual government.
Oh, what? So like we're dealing
anymore
with FedEx and UPS now?
Basically, yeah, that's the way it works. But they are still tied in because they have, there's federal regulations on it and stuff like that. But I don't think that they're actually a federal agency. Now, don't get me wrong. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that whole thing about it being a government agency has been dispelled and debunked. But yeah, basically the truth is the Postmaster General does not play games, man. If he finds out about this and finds out that this is Mark, because this is not firsthand information. We should put that out there.
Yeah, we're not 100% sure that Mark Mancini is in fact Death Cab for Scooby.
So unfortunately, but what it seems to me is it seems like he got found out real quick, because if you look, ever since that went down and we got his information and it got put out there, dude, he's been on a rampage of doxing. And I think what's happened is he's tried to take the focus and pressure off of himself by projecting and putting out there like, oh, I got to like double up on my doxing now.
Well, he even says, the people at the post office cheer me on when I sit at my computer and dox chuds. Go right ahead and tell them. I mean, right there, he's saying, go ahead and call. Go ahead and tell them.
Yeah, this is true. I mean, but at the same time, I just like I said, I doubt he's going to call in tonight. I'd love to have him call in, but here's the thing: we're not scared to put ourselves out there. And why is that, Marcus? Why do you think that is, that we're not scared to put ourselves out there?
Well, I mean, because we're not doing anything wrong.
Exactly.
I mean, we're a group of guys that like to get together, have some beers, talk politics, punch each other in the nuts, bust each other's balls, because,
play tickle dick a little bit.
We're busting our ass, 40, 80 hours a damn week. We're raising kids, we've got wives, and the time that we get to break away and go spend time with our buddies and just kind of forget, about being a damn grown-up for a few minutes, and yes, act like some mature fucking college frat douchebags. That's what we're doing.
I'm not seeing my, by the way, I'm not seeing my video on the feed. It's not up.
Yeah, right now I've got it on the live stream.
Oh, okay.
So I'm actually showing the
Gotcha.
thing. I got you back on now. But
I just wanted to make sure that it didn't disconnect or something.
no, we're good. And and he's
Okay.
not just doxing Proud Boys. He's doxing vets. He's doxing conservatives.
Yep.
He's doxing, decent, hardworking Americans. He's not going after the real assholes. Like I said, he's not
No.
going after the Aryan Brotherhood or the damn, Vinlander skinheads or the fucking, Ku Klux Klan in his area. He's not messing with those guys because those guys don't fuck around. Those are
Yep.
real violent, fascist, assholes.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know.
Well, and that's the thing. He's gonna like. My worry for anybody out there that's doxing people like that, you are they're essentially at some point digging their own grave, because if Boogaloo happens, right, or you push somebody to the edge and you cost a man his family, his job, his house, his whatever, and he's got nothing else to lose. He's good. I mean, the wrong person is going to snap and go after someone like that, and they're going to end up. I mean, they're going to end up hurting him real bad or killing him, man. And for something like that to happen over just a little political divide, or some differences in opinions. And you know what's funny is, if you think about kind of the identity, if you take the identity politics out of all this stuff, us Proud Boys, who are mainly, centrists and to the right a little bit, are not far off politically than most of the people that are doxing us and fighting with us.
Well, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm centrist, but I would say I'd probably lean just a little bit to the left. I do.
Yeah.
Because there are some things that that the left has that I can agree with, and I can kind of see where they're coming from. Not much.
I agree. Yeah.
But there are a few things.
Yes.
And,
I mean,
I admit that. But if he would have took the time and gone through my other videos instead of focusing on just that one, he would have seen that. I mean, back when the damn the New Zealand shooter came out.
Yeah.
And that tragedy occurred. I put out a video saying that I was against the alt-right. That I was against, what that asshole was trying to represent and do. And I got a lot of shit, from alt-right circles that, blasted me on Facebook, came at me. But, fuck it. That's what I think. That's what I believe. I'm going to stand beside it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. So, I mean, for me, it's not just about left or right, conservative or liberal. Though, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I do talk a lot of shit about liberals, on my show.
We all do.
And that's just because, sometimes,
it's so easy. They give us so much
because
ammo.
of what they come out in support of. I mean, take, for example, this shit here with Iran. These Democrats and liberals that have come out in the support, of Iran, taking the side of Iran, coming out against
Soleimani.
the assassination of Soleimani, him being taken out. And what pisses me off is that had Barack Obama done it, nobody would have said shit. But because it was Trump, it was an evil thing. But they all forget that, how many people did Obama drone strike? How many innocent men, women, and children in the Middle East died because of his damn drone strikes? And
the wedding. Remember the wedding?
Yeah.
Remember the wedding that he droned? He dropped bombs on a wedding, in the middle of a wedding, to kill some low-level terrorists. So but that's the thing. But it's okay for Golden Boy, but it's not okay for Trump, because obviously Trump, he keeps exposing the left and exposing the corruption, and they've literally formed an army of zombies.
Oh yeah.
With their the NPC meme was going around last year, and it just suited so perfectly.
That
NPC
thing was beautiful. It was. I love
really
that. Dude.
Was.
That's one of my favorite memes. The NBC Orange Man Bad.
Oh, dude. Well, and that's the thing. That's what they are. Is they're an army of zombies that the left and Soros and all these people have conditioned through. If you watch, there's a video with a ex-Russian KGB agent. I don't know if you've seen it. It was filmed. It was taken back in the 80s when he defected and came over, and he explained how what their psychological warfare was, and what their 30-year or their 30 or 40-year plan was to destabilize the United States.
Right.
And it was getting liberals into the schools and teaching these kids this. Then those kids would teach these kids, and they would get even more extreme. And before you know it, we all hate each other. And that's what's happened at this point. And it's what's up, Skip? It's like I don't know, man.
What's up?
It blows my mind. It blows my mind, man. Really does. It blows my mind that it's come to this. It really does. Is Dano on here too?
Yeah, Dano just came on. But kind of going back to Antifa. I mean, here you've got a group. Of essentially, the government has labeled them domestic terrorists, from what I understand.
No, that petition never went through.
Oh, it never went through. I thought that it had. Okay, my fault. So they're not domestic terrorists yet. But if they keep behaving the way they do, I mean, I can see that label, sticking. Because how can you take anybody seriously that, number one, doesn't have the courage or the conviction to stand behind their beliefs? They have to cover their face.
Exactly.
They talk about Proud Boys, being violent. But they're the ones that cause the violence. They're the ones that destroy property, smash windows, break glass, call the police names, spray paint, bullshit, propaganda on damn property. Whereas the Proud Boys, yes, our whole thing is, if you fuck around with me, you're going to find out. If you're going to come at me, I will protect and defend myself, as the way any American should. But as long as you're not coming at me to throw fists, I'll stand there and I'll listen to you damn yelling and you screaming, you damn name calling without lifting a damn hand. But as soon as you put your hands on me, it's go time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, the irony is, they talk about this. Hold on, I'm going to switch back over here to the desktop. So, because one of the things that really stuck out with me is where was it? He had posted this. He'd actually screenshotted one of my posts on Facebook and said, and yet the glorification of violence. And it was a thing that said Antifa equals anti-First Amendment. And you've got a guy punching the, masked villain
I've seen
in the face. And then I also posted, does anyone else want to punch Shifty Schiff in his smug face? And then he comes out, glorification of violence. But if you get to his page, his first icon is "Give Nazis No Quarter," and it's a little possum with a spear and a cowboy hat.
Seems violent to me.
Yeah, that does seem violent to me. And then he constantly talks about, punching Nazis, which I'll give him that one, because I'll be honest with you, I'd punch a damn Nazi too. I hate those sons of bitches. They do need.
See, my thing is, I don't support Nazis. I don't support them at all. I don't have that belief system. But I am nobody to tell them what they can believe and what they can't believe. Nobody should be able to tell anybody what to think, feel, or any of that. And it's that group think mentality. So I don't care, man. Nazis, you can exist. I don't give a shit. Don't bring it at me, because I'm not going to be one of you. And also, I don't agree with it, but it has a right to exist. Everything has a right to exist.
Yeah, everything has a right to exist. I'm all for it. Think whatever you want. But I have the right to do like my grandfather did back in WW2 against, fucking German Nazis, and beat your ass if you're going to try to approach me with that bullshit.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to fucking hear it. I've heard it all before. I don't want to hear it. I don't agree with your ideology. Fuck off. And if you don't fuck off, I'm going to smack you in your fucking mouth.
But unfortunately, that's what they're like. But see, I guess we're a little bit different, because we're different than them. If we all believed what you believe right there, we're different from them, because we're not going up to the Nazis and going, "Hey, you're a Nazi." If you come to me with it, then there might be some violence or whatever.
Yeah. You can stay over there in your little corner and think and do whatever the hell you want. That's your God-given First Amendment right. I'm not going to say shit. But if you come into my corner with your bullshit, I'm going to kindly tell you to fuck off. If you don't fuck off,
Yeah.
well, now we've got a problem. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Exactly.
You know, you can think
Exactly.
and do
Oh
whatever
yeah,
you
I
want.
agree with you. Yeah. Well, see, that's the difference. Is we want people to think and feel whatever they want and think for themselves, but the but Antifa and the left and these fucking punks that are doxing people. They don't want you to feel or think the way that how you feel. They want you to feel and think what they do because they have that stupid group think mentality, and that's dangerous, man.
And the thing
That's
is,
very, very
when you
dangerous.
approach them and you try to debate, the big thing now is everybody hates Trump. Okay, so you go up to him. Okay, why do you hate Trump? Well, he's a racist. Okay, he's a racist. How is he a racist? What has he said or done that proves emphatically that he's a racist? They can't answer that question. Whenever you try to challenge them on their ideas and why they think the way they do, they can't tell you why they think the way they do. They just
No.
go, well, I was told. My liberal professor at college, told me this is what I was supposed to think. And they don't
Yeah.
question anything because they're afraid if they question anything, then they get put outside the circle. Now they're on their own.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
nobody wants to be on their own. Hell, I don't want to be on my own. But God damn it, I'll stand on my own, for what I believe in, even if you don't agree or believe with me.
Yeah. I agree.
I'm just
100%.
lucky that I've got, guys that, that's a brotherhood that lets me in to share my ideas. Now, not all of them agree with me, and I don't agree with everything they think, but we're mature enough to set our side of differences and go, well, you know what, on this issue, we're just going to have to agree to disagree,
Yeah.
and move
It
forward.
happens. See, that's the thing. It happens all the time, man. I mean, there's guys that I've seen some arguments between guys in the club that are like serious fucking arguments because they disagree on something, but that's okay. You're allowed to disagree, but you got to have a civilized discourse. You know what I mean?
But I'll be honest
And
with you, man.
they're not willing to have it.
I'll be honest with you. I kind of want to thank Death Cab for a minute because I've been with this this brotherhood, this fraternity going on now for almost 2 years. Actually it was 2 years in January, I think. It's been the best thing that I've ever been really a part of. And I've been in social groups before. Riding motorcycles and shit, and other groups in school and whatnot. But this one has been the best because I know that everybody in this group is there for their brother. If you need help with something, if you need somebody to have your back, even at 2:00 in the damn morning, if you've got a problem, you can pick up the phone, call a brother. He's going to stand beside you. He's going to help you any way he can. And if he can't help you, he's going to help find a way to get it done.
Absolutely.
With other people.
Absolutely.
And
So I'm trying to look here.
But for the longest time though, I was, whenever I've been doing this show, I completed my, 12th episode last week with D's Nuts, aka JT. And, during that whole year, I kind of kept the whole, Proud Boy thing separate. I'd be conscious. Oh, wait a minute. Am I wearing my Proud Boy hat? Am I wearing my Proud Boy shirt? If I was, I'd make sure I take it off. I'd be wearing my gear right now, but fucking long.
Yeah.
But for the longest time, I was freaked out. Now, luckily, guys like me and you, we have our own careers. We're independent workers. We don't work for a company or a corporation where we have to answer to somebody. We've got our own thing. But we've got brothers out there that do work for companies that have lost their jobs because they've called the company.
Yeah. Which is ridiculous.
But, with all this shit's going on, it's kind of, I'm kind of like, fuck it. Now I can be and feel, who I am and be proud of who I'm associated with and what. So Death Cab, I want to kind of thank you for that because you kind of took that fear and just fucked that all up for me. Because we did a thing back in December, our chapter, where we partnered up with the JCs and we were working, to help underprivileged children for Christmas. And I got to tell you, I've never really done a whole lot of volunteer work, but that was like one of the best days of my life. Seeing those kids' smiles and their faces light up, because they were able to get themselves a gift and they knew they could get a gift for their mom or their dad or their brother and sister because of the generosity. I mean, it was just fucking amazing. It was literally one of the best times I had. And then to go on, fucking Twitter and see, this guy shitting all over that, making, trying to call
Yep.
out the damn JCs and making them feel bad like they've done something wrong. It's bullshit. You know, you took what was supposed to be something nice and generous for children and you shit all over it. Why? Because we don't agree politically? Because you think we're something we're not? I mean, where is the logic in that? Why would you bring children into this? Why would you try to damage an organization like the Salvation Army and the JCs for just trying to do some good in the world? I mean, you have to be a really, sick son of a bitch in my mind to do that shit.
Yeah, they are, man. And see, they don't care who they hurt to get their goal, and um, their goal is to completely wipe out anything that's not groupthink. I mean that's basically what has happened, and that's I mean it's ridiculous, man. It really is. It's ridiculous. Um,
JT
I
brings up
just
a good point. Charlotte chapter donated for Toys for Tots. The
yeah,
guys down in Florida, they just put out a video where they literally showed up and gave hundreds of bicycles away to kids.
exactly.
I remember the last damn big hurricane we had. A group of guys got together, loaded up their trucks with damn water and supplies to go help, those victims.
Yep.
I
Yep.
don't see Antifa doing any of that shit. I've never seen Antifa feed the homeless. I've seen Proud Boys feed the homeless. I never
Yep.
seen Antifa do it. I mean,
That's because probably most of the Antifa are relying on their parents for hot pockets and hot dogs and
they
mac
shouldn't
and
have to
cheese.
because
They
they're
can't.
completely funded by George Soros. We know that.
Yeah.
We know Soros is
I
giving them
don't.
the damn money. They're getting
I don't think he
paid
pays them
to go
enough
black
though.
bloc.
Yeah, I don't think they've paid him enough though.
Yep.
I don't think they pay him enough. I think he gives them just enough to keep them hungry, and thinking that they're going to get a lot more. So yeah. So we just we we've got Death Cab for Scooby here, who we've got him tagged multiple times on Twitter. Death Cab, I know you've seen the tweets.
I know you're
probably
watching
home
the live
from your.
stream right now. At least I hope you are.
I know that you're home by now because all mail usually is delivered by about 6:00. So, Mark, we know you're out
on
there.
Sundays?
Oh wait, it's Sunday. Never mind.
Yeah, he should be.
You're
home.
not working.
Yeah, he's not working. It's
You're not
off.
working. Yeah, Mark, where you at, Mark? We're
He's
waiting for you, buddy.
Home,
We're gonna
a hot pocket, watching anime, and playing on his Nintendo Switch.
Yeah. He's probably either that or he's watching this stream, and you can see he's probably. You ever seen that? That meme of that little kid sitting in class and he's all red faced and he's ready to blow up, and it's like when you're a vegan or something like that and you just can't wait to tell someone. That's probably his face he's making right now, where he's just like, these guys are calling me out. Well, Mark, we're going to give you a platform, Mark. We want to give you we're going to give you your few minutes here. You come on here. You tell us what we're doing wrong. You tell us why you feel it's necessary to dox people who disagree with you politically.
To
Mark,
ruin
we're waiting.
lives.
Yeah. We're waiting, Mark. This is
You've got the
if
number.
you have. Yep. But see, thing is, he has too much soy in his system. He does not have a sack of nuts to call up here. He wouldn't do it. And that's the difference here is you and I are not scared to show our face. I've never been scared to show my face. And why is that? Because I know I'm doing the right thing. I love my country. I love everybody in my country. I want everybody to be able to say and feel how they want to feel, without being censored, deplatformed, debanked. I mean, look at Enrique, our chairman. He can't even get a bank account anymore.
Yeah, and
because
he's a Cuban immigrant.
Well, his parents were immigrants.
Well, his parents were Cuban immigrants. They came here to make a better life. They did it the right way, and look what they've accomplished and what they've done.
Yep.
I mean,
he can't even get a bank account, man.
It should be
How
celebrated,
sad is that?
not punished.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm saying. I want anybody to come here who wants to come here and try to make a better life for themselves. I just want you to do it the legal way. I want you to follow the law, because that's why we have laws. I want you to come here legally because my mother was British. Hell, I'm British. I've got dual
Disavow.
citizenship. You know,
Disavow.
this is the best country in the world, and that's why people come here because they know it is. Because they know with hard work and busting your ass, you've got just as good a shot to make it as any damn body else. And if you
Yep.
don't, it's nobody's fault but your own.
Yep. You're
You
damn
know,
right. You're damn right. I mean, I've never been perfect. I made plenty of mistakes. I should have been. I should be way further along in my career, in my life than I am right now. So I'm not perfect. And honestly, when I was 20 years old, if I was 20 years old right now, you might have seen me on the other side of the aisle. I mean, and that just is plainly because of immaturity.
but I
I
want you
mean,
to look at this shit right here, okay? I mean, you've got this guy that he doxed, Colorado Springs anti-fascist, not him, but that they doxed. Say hello to Kevin Del Puerto. Kevin is a U.S. Air Force vet, works at Home Advisor, and is affiliated with alt-right podcast Revenge of the Sis. You know, I mean, you look at the guy. What the fuck?
yep.
You know, his family came here from another part of the world trying to make something better for themselves, and you're going to call him out on this shit just because you don't agree with what he does politically. Now, granted, I don't know his exact politics, but you know, the point being is, you know, we've got plenty of men in this organization that are black, Hispanic, Jewish, Muslim, gay, straight. You know, and you're gonna come out against these gentlemen, these men of color, and assault and take them out and dox their information because you don't agree with their policy because you feel like your white bourgeois liberalness knows better and trumps all.
Yep.
Who are you to judge another man?
Well, they feel like they see
Excuse me.
the problem is the majority of Antifa and these people are white. They're white, and so when they're calling out people of different ethnic backgrounds, they are actually being more racist than what they're claiming that we are.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I'm not racist, dude. I would stand if it came down tomorrow to to a civil war or a boogaloo or I mean an invasion from a foreign country. I would stand next to any man that was willing to stand with me to defend everything that is righteous about this country. And I don't care what your race, sexual preference, religion, non-religious. I don't care what you are, but if you're willing to stand for what's right, I'll stand next to you. So that right there is the difference. And that's what this represents right here. That's what this shirt represents. That's what this club represents. That's what I represent.
Oh, exactly.
And to be called a racist and a bigot and this and that is because they have nothing else. That's what comes out of their mouths. It's like a fight or flight response with them, where the first thing they're going to do is say, "Oh, you're racist, you're a fascist, you're a bigot, you're this and that," and it's because they've been trained to say that. They've been indoctrinated to say that because that's the only response they can have because they have nothing of value to say.
Right.
Nothing of value, no valuable arguments.
I mean, never in
they
my
have
entire
nothing.
life have I ever looked at another man and talked down to him or thought I should say what I think is best for him. You know, but they do that all the time. You know, they look at people from other ethnic groups and they're constantly talking down to them saying, this is what's better. We know what's best for you. And if you try to think against what we know what's best for you, then you're an Uncle Tom or you're a traitor to your own ethnic group or whatever.
Yep.
You know? And it's bullshit. You know, that's not how free thought works. You know, even Malcolm X said, you know, back in the 60s, that Democrats were the enemy, that white liberals were the biggest threat to their community.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and they still are. To this day, they still are.
Oh, yeah.
Because they'd rather.
I would argue it's even gotten worse.
Well, because they want to keep them down. That's why we want to raise you up. We want to improve your life, improve your culture. We want you to improve everything about yourself, because when you improve the nation and the country as a whole.
Right.
But if you get stuck in this trailer park or ghetto mentality, no matter what color you are or whatever, whether you're a hood rat or you're a trailer park, and when I mean trailer park, there's good people that live in trailer parks, and there's good people that live in the hood. But what I mean is the culture, that the rap music culture, and then the staying at home being a meth head culture,
Right.
those cultures are detrimental to our country. It destroys the fabric that this country was built on, and that right there, and it's in itself is what has bred this dissent between the classes, I guess you would say. But it's really just it's a left versus right thing, is really what's happened. And they don't call us the right for nothing.
Right.
I'm just saying. I mean,
Well,
there's a reason it's called the
in
right.
my opinion, the only way, we can even attempt to beat this is we have got to start standing our ground and speaking our minds and quit living in fear of being doxxed or, pointed out or, whatever. We have
Yep.
we have got to all start speaking our mind. We need to support guys and channels that are out there, spreading the word and getting the message out, through subscriptions, likes, sharing. If you've got a video camera and a voice, you need to start your own channel and get your voice out there and make it heard. We have got to start getting more involved locally in our communities.
Yeah. And you gotta quit smoking so much.
Yeah, I tell you, dude.
Yeah. You gotta quit
You
smoking.
hit the nail on the head there, dude.
Get a robot dick.
I smoke way too damn much.
Get a robot dick. And I'm telling you, I don't have those coughing fits no more.
Yeah, I've got
just
one. I've got this one right here, but hell, I can't
use it, dude.
I can't get used to it.
Use it. I want you around for a while. You know what I'm saying? You gotta
I
knock
know.
that shit off. It's no good for you, brother.
But
hey, who am I? Who am I to tell you what to do? You're a grown ass man.
Well, yeah, exactly. I used to love that damn show, Parks and Rec. And, even though the character's fictional, Ron Swanson, one of the funniest things he ever said was, it's America. If you want to balloon up to 600 pounds and stuff your face with cheeseburgers, that's your American God-given right. Who am I to tell you can't do that?
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, it doesn't make it doesn't make us any better as a nation with people doing that to themselves, because all they are is a drain on society. So I guess that's where the concern comes in. But like if I reach out to somebody that I feel is in bad health or doing something that's not good for them, it's only because I love them and I care about them. You know what I mean? And so there's a difference there. But for me, standing on a soapbox telling everyone, oh, you shouldn't be this, you shouldn't be that, you shouldn't be this, we're just as bad as Antifa if we do that type of shit. So
exactly.
Smoke the hell, dude. Light two at a time. Smoke two at a time. Just because you can.
But the most important thing is, everybody, has a voice. Everybody needs to get that voice out. And, we need to quit living, in the shadows and come out from the shadows and start telling people this is who we are. This is what we represent. This is what we stand for. I don't give a shit what the mainstream media says. I don't give a shit what the SPLC says.
Yep.
I don't give a shit what the ADL says. This is who we are, and we're not going anywhere. And goddamn it, we're gonna do good, and we're gonna make a change and make a damn difference.
Yep.
Because this is
absolutely.
our country. And the only way we can keep it is we'll have to fight for it. And when I say keep it, I mean so that we don't turn into a socialist communist nation like,
hell
extreme
no.
left wingers are wanting to do. Yes,
I'm just telling you that
flawed. We're not a perfect country. But even with our damn flaws, we're still the best damn country in the world.
Dude, I was watching when you said that just now. You've seen Daniel Tosh stand up before, right?
Oh, yeah, he's awesome.
You ever see that one where he's like, he says something like, maybe terrorists hate us so much because we're always running around going, we're number one, we're number one. He said, maybe, he's like, are we really number one? He said, have you ever been to Fiji? And he said, maybe if we just ran around saying, we're top 10, maybe the terrorists would be like, that's fair. Okay, we don't hate you so much anymore.
We'll give you the top 10.
Yeah, but no, I mean, but what other country in the world could can you make something of yourself with zero things holding you back other than yourself?
Exactly.
Everybody's free to you're free to make $1 million as long as you do it the legal right way. You're free to make $1 million a week. But now these socialists, if you do that, they're like, oh well, that's some of ours. You need to give that to us.
But not
No,
all of them. I mean,
motherfucker.
hell, Bernie Sanders made over $1 million last year, and you know what? He only donated 1% of what he made to charities and shit. But yet
Oh,
this guy's going around
really?
the country telling, "Hey, I'm going to tax the damn top 1%. 90% of their damn wealth." But yet himself,
Well,
he doesn't give shit. This
Mr.
coming from a guy that
Bernie.
owns 3 houses and God knows how many cars.
Yeah, Mr. Bernie, Mr. Bernie. Well,
I mean,
it seems like he's surging today. He surged up pretty hard in the polls. So he could be. And you know what? Honestly, about at the last election, he was the only one that even had a shot to beat Trump last election.
I'll say
He
this:
was the.
if the DNC hadn't fucked him like they did, and had he got the nomination, I am 100% convinced he would have beaten Trump.
You think so?
Oh, I think in a damn minute he would have.
Really?
Yeah.
Because half the
But it won't happen
liberals,
now, because now he's come out even further left than when he ran back in 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's done it because of fucking AOC, Ilhan Omar, Rashida Tlaib, those 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
What do they call them? The squad?
Yeah, the squad. He's listening to the damn squad, trying to impress and get them to like him. So now he's gone even further left. He doesn't stand a chance in 2020.
He's like an old dude trying to fuck a bunch of young girls.
Not only that, but I don't care what you say. America right now
that's,
is running way better under Trump than it has in a long time.
That's what he seems like. Like he's like, ooh, all the young kids are saying this. So maybe this is what I need to say. And he's pandering. But that's what they all do anyways. And it's every politician, man. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
I support Trump. I voted for him. I'll vote for him again. The only thing I don't agree with is this kind of his lack of a firm stance on the Second Amendment.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. I'm really surprised with all this shit going on in Virginia and this 2A stuff that he's not come out and said anything yet. Of course, maybe he's waiting to see what happens, after the rally on the 20th. And then but I will say this: back in 2015, he said one of the things that he was going to do was push for statewide concealed carry. That if you had your concealed carry in one state, that it'd be valid in all the other states.
And he has pushed for that.
But he hadn't got it through.
No. Well, and especially because guns are such a galvanizing issue right now. And especially speaking of the Second Amendment
he could
rally.
write a damn executive order if he wanted to.
Wait. He just replied to our tweet on Death Cab.
Oh shit!
Let me see what he said. Give me a second here. He just replied to the tweet. Let me go look at it and see what it says. As much as we would love to chat with Proud Boys Jeremy Bertino and Marcus Eugene, we don't provide content for Fash and exactly 0 people who would watch your show. Oh, Death Cab. Buddy.
Oh, come on, man. That's a cop-out, bro.
Go look at his page. Pull up his he has you blocked, huh?
I'm actually I'll take a look. I'm going to see if I can get to it another way.
Yeah, see if you can pull it up.
I see it. Yep, as much as we
put it up on the screen.
Yeah, I've got it up on the screen.
Scooby.
Come on,
Scooby Doo. Where are you?
Oh, look at that. He put the little smiley face with the tongue hanging out.
Yeah. Scooby, come on, Mark.
For Fash and the exactly 0 people who watch your show. Actually, I got 8 people right now, Scooby. 8 people are watching. And, believe it or not, I'm going to get a lot more views once the live stream posts to the channel. I'll get at least 26. I'm averaging 26 people.
Okay, and then if you come on here then we'll share it. It'll get shared even more. So here's your chance, Scooby. Do you have the balls? Do you have the sack? I know, because I know you're a dude. You're Mark. Hey, you notice how he says we, right? Like it's an organization. No, Mark, it's you sitting at your fucking laptop with your little twiddle fingers. That's what's going on. It ain't you ain't an organization.
I mean, come on,
You
Mark.
are Mark. Quit being a pussy, Mark. Get on here. I know you're watching, because yeah, I know you're watching right now. But hey, he's gonna at least I'm sure he'll quote and he'll take some screenshots and whatever else. That's the other thing. Did you ever figure out who the Antifa was on your friends list that sent him that screenshot?
I have no idea. I tried using a Google Chrome extension to where I could delete, most of my friends list at once. But
Yeah.
I selected like 4,300 damn users, and then when I did the thing to run it, it only deleted like 200, and I didn't have the time or the patience to go through and have to fucking select everybody again. So I'm either gonna just delete everybody on my friends list and just go back and refriend those that are closest to me. Because I'll go and tell you, whatever snitchy bitch is out there, you're a dick for doing what you do.
Well, it's probably him. He's probably got a sock account that he runs, and he's probably got a Proud Boy picture or something like that on there. So that's probably what happened. Hey, I saw Dano was in here earlier. Dano.
But at the same time, I could give a shit, because honestly, if you go through and look at my damn page, I don't have nothing that's really that controversial on there. I love every goddamn body. If you go through and watch my damn videos, I'm constantly telling everybody that I love them and I want the best for them. And that
includes you, Scooby.
Yeah,
that includes you,
Scooby. It does
Scooby.
include you, Scooby. Even though you're a little, I'm not going to say.
You're a little bitch.
Yeah.
No, I'll say it. You're a
you
little pussy bitch.
Yeah.
You hide behind your Twitter. Why are you scared to come out with who you are? Why are you scared? If you're doing the right thing, put your face on camera. Stop hiding. Be a man. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I just gender you? Be an adult.
Be a cis whatever. A cis male.
Yeah. Yeah. Which he's not, obviously. He's a soy boy. But yeah, Mark. Mark, well, since you're watching this, I got some advice for you. And this is purely coming out of my genuine concern for your well-being. Knock it off, because you're going to dox the wrong person. They're going to snap because you're going to cost them everything. And they're going to end up at your doorstep. And when they end up at your doorstep, it's not going to be pretty. They don't have nothing left to lose. If you've cost them everything, they've got nothing left to lose. So they might as well take you with them. So that's just my advice for you.
Especially if you're doxing vets, man. Some of those are coming back from overseas, dealing with traumatic experiences, and they're not getting the help mentally that they need because of damn cuts and shit. And you're gonna get the wrong fucking dude, man.
Yeah.
And he's gonna go all fucking, goddamn Terminator / Rambo / John Wick on your ass.
Yeah.
And we don't want to see that happen to you, man. We care about you, Mark.
It's gonna
even though your name does sound like a hair-lip dog, we care about you.
Listen, it's gonna serve as, because it's gonna be either, who's the other fucking punk there? The one that just got accused of trying to hit on underage girls there. Anti-Fash Gordon. Yeah, you too. You're a fucking punk too.
Oh yeah, that.
But Christian X2. Yeah. It's gonna serve as a warning. There's, this person is gonna grab you and skin you alive or something and leave you on display as an example to all doxers, that you cannot play around with people, man. There's people out there who will snap, dude. So I'm just giving you a friendly, fair warning.
And I'm gonna go and say something else, Mark. You've really got to learn the definition of fascism. Okay, because
you can't explain that to them.
We are not fascists. If we were fascists, we would be trying to censor you and limit whatever the hell you can do. And we're the complete opposite of that. We want freedom. We want you to have freedom. Fascists don't want freedom. Period. Okay.
Exactly.
And I'm going to tell you another thing too, Mark. There's a lot of discussion going on, out in the world about this, but, you like to say that we're the party of fucking racism, which is bullshit. Because if you look at your history, Democrats have always been the party of racism and still are
Yeah.
to this day.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a historical fact. Do your
Yeah.
research. Don't
Yeah.
buy into the whole switch in the '60s with the Dixiecrats. That shit never happened. That's just fodder that they try to do to switch it around. But I will say this about your party and your guys, and I mean fucking PB Doxxer. No, not PB Doxxer. What was the other one that you just said?
Anti-Fash Gordon.
Yeah, the one that likes young
Anti-Fash
girls.
Gordon.
I mean, your party
Yeah. Yeah.
is the party of pedophilia. I mean,
Yeah.
those Hollywood.
Well, they're all pedophiles.
Well, that's what
man.
I'm saying. I mean, a lot of people on the left, those Democrats, they're pedophiles. Look at Hollywood. Look at politicians and shit on the left. Underage kids, sex trafficking, human trafficking. The Clintons, Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, you're all Democrats. So I mean, we could start referring to you guys just as pedophiles. Like you do us as racists.
I know.
But we don't do
I know,
that.
No, but that's the thing. Like honestly, Scooby, and just for a disclaimer, I'm not trying to threaten you myself at all. That's not what I'm saying. I want you guys to realize that you can really get hurt from someone out there, and it's, dude, it is. It's scary because
and you're gonna get burned eventually.
I was
don't
reading.
See that.
No, I was reading something a couple years back where somebody had an argument on Facebook, and then they ended up meeting in person, and somebody got shot. And I'm like, what? I mean, over an argument over Facebook? I mean, come on, people. I mean, let's just Scooby, come on here. Let's talk a little bit.
Yeah, dude, I really want you to come on, man. I promise you, we're not going to be insulting. We're not going to be threatening. We'll be respectful and listen to what you have to say. We would like a better understanding, really, on why you're so determined of ruining other people's lives. Based on their, because I mean, I try to wrap my head around it, and I'll be honest, you can't, man. I would never want to do that to you. Nope. I wouldn't.
No, I'm not the one that released the doxing information.
Yeah, I mean, we're just showing this as an example. I mean, I don't even think that's you personally.
I think it could be, but either way,
I just don't think it is. But
it could be, but at the same time, like I don't agree with doxing, but I do agree with it in this case because it's like, okay, maybe it would have slowed you down, but apparently not because he's just gone after my entire chapter.
Yeah, he just went on fucking full speed ahead.
Yep, went after my entire chapter, and dude, listen, Scooby, we don't hate you. I don't think that it's
and I'll be honest with you,
that it's warranted.
As God is my witness, my right hand of God, if any man in my chapter or group I felt like was a damn racist or a damn bigot, I would bust my ass to see that they got disavowed and expelled as soon as fucking possible.
Absolutely.
I ain't gonna tolerate none of that shit. Because it's bullshit.
Nope.
They
would see the thing is what they want is they want chaos.
Yeah.
They need that chaos. They want the chaos because they think that they can overthrow us, overthrow the government, and then everybody can do what they want. And guess what they get to do if there's no laws? Pedophilia would not be illegal.
No.
Think about that.
Oh yeah, look at that one group, what they call NAMBLA, the National Association for Man-Boy Love. Yeah. I mean, God, it's fucking gross.
National Man-Boy Love, so NAMBLA.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. If they can overthrow us and take over the country and take over this and get rid of all the laws and get rid of the police and everybody that would enforce laws, which is what they want. But see, they're pushing for two different things. They're pushing for socialism,
right,
and then they're pushing for anarchy. So they're anarchist socialists, which is like the So it's like two magnets. You ever try to put two magnets together?
Yeah.
The positive side of two magnets together.
Doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Keep pushing each other
those
apart.
two things can't work together because with socialism, it requires nothing but strict laws. You can't speak against the government, you can't do this, you can't do that, And what they're asking for is anarchy and socialism at the same time, which those two don't work.
No.
You can't put those two together,
Not
man.
only that,
You have to have something to enforce the socialism.
I ain't gonna lie. Socialism on paper, it looks nice. It looks good. But the reality is, the thing that they always forget to take is human nature. And human nature, especially man, is greedy. Men by nature and people by nature are greedy. Yep. And it's the people that get in control of socialism that are the damn greediest, and it doesn't work. Period. That's why at least with democracy, you've still got greedy individuals, but you've still got the damn fair shake to start out and make something yourself and be just as greedy as you want. Or you can choose not to be greedy and, help as many people as you can. It's all up to you and what you decide. But that's the beauty of capitalism and democracy. Socialism does not allow for that.
Yeah, well, it sucks that he doesn't want to create content for Fash.
Yeah, I'm bummed. Yeah. I was really thinking that he had the sack to call in. You don't even have to do Skype, man. You could just call in and just had your voice. You could even use like one of those damn voice modulators that you can download off the internet. So it looked like you're talking to a robot. I'd have been fine with that.
Put on a British accent or something. I don't care, dude. Man. Just come on
British
here.
British accents are a bit played out. I'd cover something. Never mind. No, British accent's fine.
Yeah, British accent would be great, dude. I mean, whatever, dude. I don't care. Just come on here and discuss with us. We're giving you a platform. We're giving you a platform on our platform right now, and the 8 people that are watching, 9. I'm sorry. See,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, you say we've got 0 people watching, but right now we've got 9. I'm hoping that these 9 fine gentlemen that are part of the show are going to copy the damn link, share it with their damn friends. I'm hoping, they'll put it to all the other chats and shit, and that, the viewership is going to grow and the channels are going to grow, And believe me, the word's going to get out there, man. We're going to get your message out.
Yep. And listen, would you be agreed to this? We'll give him 5 minutes uninterrupted to say his piece.
5 whole minutes, man.
5 whole minutes. You get on here. You can rant. You can rave. You can call us what you want.
300 seconds.
Yep. You can come on here 5 minutes. We will shut up and let you say what you got to say. What else? And then you can hang up. I just want to see if you got the sack to come on here and actually debate with us, which I'm pretty sure you don't at this point because you've already.
You could just call in for 10 seconds, say "fuck you guys," and I'd be happy with that. Right?
Yeah, say "fuck you, racist Nazis." Whatever you want to say, man. Get it off your chest, man. Get it off your chest. You've got so much pent up anger, and you sit in that basement and you sit there and you Twitter like.
Seriously, Scooby, Mark, whatever your name is, I'm serious. Like I'm being serious right now. Okay, this is what you got to do, bro. First of all, you got to find you a good woman, not just any woman, a good woman. A good woman.
We can't assume what he likes.
A good woman or man, whatever. A good person, somebody that's going to love you for you. And accept you for who you are, warts and all, man. Okay, and you got to find that person, and then I want you to start building a family. Get you some kids, man. Raise those kids, hug those kids, have fun with those kids, help make those kids to be better people. And I promise you,
gay, though.
If you put all this dumb shit behind all this damn Antifa, Doxxing shit behind you, and just focus on yourself and what you can do to make your life better and to have a family and plant roots and watch those roots go, I promise you, bro, you're going to be way fucking happier in life, man. You got to get out there and live life, bud. Get out of the basement. Put the Nintendo Switch down. Go out there. Breathe life. Put in a hard day's work where at the end of the day, you've accomplished something. Get up, make your bed. And fucking
he thinks he's accomplishing
with your life, man.
He thinks he's accomplishing something by doxing us when he's not, man. All he's doing is wasting energy for no reason. Exactly. When all he can, if you take that energy and you put it into building a family and having children and a wife and whatever else, and that's it. I'm not assuming your sexual preference. I mean,
yeah, we're not assuming that.
You might be gay, and if you are, that's fine. You can still have a family. Yeah. I have no problem whatsoever with whoever you choose to sleep with or marry or whatever. Do what you want to. These colors that we wear are not.
Tickle dick all the time.
Yeah, it's no big deal.
Yeah.
it's the, it's only gay if you look. But listen, these colors represent more than just a cool looking Perry, because it is pretty much the badass Perry of
Oh,
the,
dude,
of the bunch.
it's dope as hell. Yeah, I
Uh,
admit we look good.
yeah, well, we definitely look
Fuck
good.
yeah.
I can't say that about the other side. I've seen some of the bums that have showed up on the other side, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, that all black look is not very good, man. You got to add some color in there.
Did your blind grandmother dress you this morning, boys? What's going on over there? But no, these are libertarian colors, man. That's why we wear the colors that we do. Libertarians, man. I don't care what you do with your life. Stop caring about what I do in my life, man. Stop caring about who I support for my president. Stop caring about the friends I choose to hang out with. Stop caring about it. It's not your business.
Dude,
So stay out of
you,
it,
man. Make your life
yeah.
better. Tell your friends do the same. I see you guys out there with your pink multicolored hairdos and your weird lip piercings. I used to do all that shit in my 20s. I used to have the mohawk and the lip piercings and the eyebrow and all that shit. But then I came to realize that, hey, if I want to make a living, be successful, I got to change that shit. Don't nobody want to deal with that bullshit.
Yeah.
You can't go to college. You can't go to college for 4 years with a degree in fucking Sanskrit and think you're going to come out making a job $60K. You're going to find yourself working at Starbucks saying, "Hey, would you like?"
Dano said he's already got his own. He's already got his wife. He has that already and her name is Mom.
Yeah, man. You don't need your mom, dude. You got to get out from under that wing and start living, bro. Anyway, I'm serious.
Yeah.
This, I tell you what, I'm going to keep this number active for a while, so you can text me at any time. Just when you text me, let me know it's you by saying, this is, at Scooby or whatever, or Scooby Doo or whatever. We can set something up in the future. Okay. Because this invitation's open, man. It's open. We can do it any night that you want, man. You call me, we'll set it up. We'll make this happen. We can have a civil discussion like men. If you want to bring your friends in on it, if you want to do the buddy system, hell, I'll take that. Whatever, man.
Dude, but this just goes to show, this proves tonight that they don't have the stones, man. They don't have the stones to stand up for what they believe.
No.
We do.
Yeah.
We have the stones to stand up for what we believe. My face is right here. Your face is right there. Nobody, right? Yeah, I know. It's pretty hot. It's hot. HAWT.
I gotta get to the dentist though and get my damn partial replaced though. I'm getting sick and tired of this no bottom teeth. I look like I'm from fucking West Virginia.
But yeah, you are, ain't you?
No.
No. I thought you married your cousin.
No. No cousins.
But yeah, no, I mean, dude, this is just, it's silly that they don't have the balls to come on and do something. What's his name? The Oaks report there. He had a guy on some princess something from Pacific Northwest. You ever see that video?
No, I haven't
where
seen that yet.
He has a regular Antifa member that'll come on his show.
Oh, cool.
And but he's always got a mask, or them, or whatever the pronoun is.
Are you sure it's not weaponized opinions?
Yes, maybe it is weaponized.
Yeah,
opinions.
I think it's
Maybe
weaponized opinions.
It's not Oaks.
Yeah,
weaponized. Yeah.
Opinions. I've seen that. He's got the really nice blackface mask that's bedazzled.
Yes. Princess something. I can't remember what his name is. But even he's willing to come on, or that it's willing. Whatever how are you supposed to address somebody with those pronouns?
I don't know. I think their pronouns are they them. If I remember from the video, it was they them.
But that's not even proper English.
Yeah, I know. It blows my mind too. I'm just going by what I think it was. I could be.
So
wrong.
I guess it would be they. So they have on glittered, bedazzled face mask.
Oh, that's it. Sparkle, Princess Sparkle.
Princess Sparkle.
Thanks, Dano.
Yep. Yeah. Princess Sparkle. It's hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
That is. But that person's like legitimately off their rocker, dude.
Well, yeah.
Like there's something wrong with Princess Sparkle.
I do respect the fact that they came on to the Weapons Opinions podcast. I would have respected it more though if they would have took the mask off. But hey, baby steps. Yep,
baby steps. But that's what you have to do with these children. So
yeah, you got to hold their hands.
But But yeah, I'm disappointed in you, Scooby.
Yeah,
I thought all
I
that
really
shit
thought
you
for a
talk.
second there that you might call in. You know.
Yep. I thought with all the shit you talk on Twitter, how you always have something to say, and we're giving you a platform that'll reach the other side of the aisle from you. We're giving you that platform. 5 minutes, uninterrupted, unedited. We
Boom.
will put it out there as you say it. We won't change a damn thing. And you're not willing to come on.
Hey,
It's
you remember
you
that
know
movie Head of State with Chris Rock?
I don't think I ever saw it. I
You
think it
never
was
saw it?
probably a
You
terrible
gotta
movie.
watch that, man. That shit's hilarious. Anyway, Chris Rock and Bernie Mac are running for president and vice president. Anyway, they're trying to debate the guy who's running for president on the Republican ticket, and he won't debate him. So they start doing this campaign where they start showing up out of nowhere, and they're like, we know you're running, we know you're running, we know you're running.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should do that to Scooby. Maybe we should just drive up to the what was the place where he worked there? The post office in
Yeah,
Pennsylvania.
it's what 370 Castle Shannon Boulevard, Pittsburgh, PA.
Yeah, let's just drive up to Pittsburgh, and we'll go up there. We'll take our cameras,
Wait a
and
minute,
we'll wait for him when he
how
gets out
far
of
is
work.
Pittsburgh from Richmond?
Probably about 4, maybe 3 hours.
Maybe after Richmond, we should just make the drive to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and we'll go up there and we'll wait there and we'll give him an opportunity. We'll put the camera there
to make
for
it
him.
legit. We'll bring some things that we need to mail to make it legit. So that we're not encroaching on his time. He can still be within the work mode.
Yeah, and we're not there to harass or any of that. We just want to give you an opportunity to speak out, man. You've got, and I know you're watching, and if you're not watching, you're having somebody else watch.
Because we know you're not that different from us, man. We know you like to drink beer. I'm pretty sure you like to drink beer. I'm pretty sure you like to hang out with your buds and have a good time and, shoot the shit. That's all we do. You're really not that different from us.
But I don't know, though, because if you look at the Twitter feed, man, and how much time they spend, hours and hours every day, just, digging for information. It's like that Megan Squire chick that doxed me. She dedicates her whole career to this. So I just maybe they don't. Maybe that's the problem. I think maybe that could be the problem. You need to get out.
They get together and go out with and whatnot.
Yeah, because they don't have a good time in life. They gotta learn to have a good time. I can let go. Like I could literally, if I wanted to, I could not think about any of this shit for a whole day and just go out and have fun. Go sit on a beach. Go hang out with my boys. I can do that. They obviously can't. They're so
that makes me sad.
Driven on it. It does. You gotta live life, man.
Kind of makes me sad.
You gotta
makes my heart.
You gotta get off Twitter, man. A little bit. Yeah, well, I guess we'll have to wait till tomorrow to see what bigotry they claim that we did tonight.
Yeah.
I guess it would have been me saying faggot when I was referring to somebody acting like a punk and a bitch, not having anything to do with their sexual preference at all.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's probably going to be the most controversial thing out of the whole episode. But whatever, it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm not going to change who I am or what I believe.
You got to be you, man. Like Frank Sinatra said, man, you gotta do you.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I don't know. Just to me, I just feel like I'm disappointed, Scooby. I'm disappointed in you. I thought you had a bigger sack than that.
He doesn't. It's a little tiny sack.
Little baby nuts.
It's like how when you go outside in the winter and it's like really cold and how your shit kind of fucking tucks up inside you.
I don't know, man. I started getting old man balls, so it doesn't happen to me anymore.
Well, I mean, I have too. I mean, once you get past 45, they kind of start to descend your testicles. But everything else,
dude. Mine was like 28, dude.
Oh, damn! You must have really. Well, I mean, obviously you've got a lot of testosterone. I mean, you can look at your head and see that.
Yeah. I'm bald. Yeah, thanks. Well, thanks, bud. Appreciate it.
There's nothing wrong being bald. Be proud of it. Be bald and proud,
dude.
Man.
Look, I'm scared. Nah, I ain't scared. But I do look better with hats.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I mean, gosh, just you really let us down, Death Cab for Scooby.
Yep, you let us down, man. I had faith in you that you were so passionate about your about your projects and your feelings on this stuff that you would have came on here tonight with us.
Yeah,
But
fight for your beliefs, man. Stand up for what you
yeah,
represent.
yeah, resist getting a
Resist. That's it.
job.
And is that what they did? The whole thing like this?
Yeah,
Resist.
resist getting a job.
Yeah.
Resist being an adult.
Yeah.
Resist moving out of your parents' house.
Resist getting off their health insurance.
Oh man, well, yeah, it sucks, man. I was really looking forward to it, but hey, we got some time left. We can touch on Virginia a little bit. They did pass that. I don't know if you guys covered this the other night, but they passed that no carrying in the Capitol building or the Pocahontas building now. So you cannot conceal carry when you go up there if you're going into the buildings. So those of you who plan on attending the Richmond rally next week, which Scooby, hey, come on out, buddy.
Yeah, dude,
We'd love
come
to
on,
see you
dude.
there.
Your boys are going to be there. MS-13, Black Lives Matter. There's going to be the Richmond Antifa. They're coming out. Come out and hang with them, buddy. Make some new friends.
Come, if you see me, come up and talk to me. We can literally go off, no cameras, no nothing, and we can have a conversation. Hell, I'll go buy you lunch, man.
Fuck that. I will buy you a fucking beer and a shot.
After lunch, how's that? I'll buy you lunch. Marcus will buy you the beer and the shot, and let's sit down and have a little conversation. I'm willing to debate with you and have a civil, some civil discourse.
Civil discourse, man. That's what it's all about.
There's no civility in them, I guess.
No,
no balls, Scooby. Hashtag no balls,
nuts.
Scooby.
D's nuts. No balls, Scooby.
No balls, Scooby.
If you're gonna hashtag that, though, you should really do it on Twitter.
Yeah. Definitely do it on Twitter. But yeah, that kind of sucks, man. I was hoping that old Scooby had some nuts, but no. So anybody going to Virginia next week, just know that if you're planning on going into those buildings, man, you can't carry in the buildings if you conceal carry. So
yeah, and if you're going to Virginia, be safe. Use a level head. Don't get sucked in to the bullshit.
No.
Be smart.
No.
And bigger than the enemy.
And if you do, stay the fuck away from me.
Yeah, leave your pride and shit at home, man. And this ain't about that. Now's not the time for that bullshit.
You can have some pride in your country.
Right, yeah.
Pride in your Constitution.
Right, what I'm saying? I'm talking about that man pride where I gotta beat this motherfucker ass.
Yeah, leave all that bullshit at home.
Door, man. This is not a violent event. This is not going to be a violent event. It's going to be a peaceful event. We're going there to air our grievances. Support our brothers in Virginia for how they're getting treated and fucked, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Well, so apparently, I guess we didn't get to go 10 rounds in the Doxxing ring tonight with
so
Death
we
Cab.
Went by default.
Yep, Death Cab, you lose, man.
Was that technically?
Might as well retire. Yeah, TKO.
Yeah, TKO.
We TKO'd your ass tonight.
We're undefeated.
Well, I don't know if he never stepped foot in the ring. Does it even count? I don't know.
Yeah, it counts.
I think that's the rules of boxing.
No, we'll make it count. It counts. He had every opportunity. He was given a fair chance. He told him to take it. So we win by we win automatically because he didn't show up.
It's a forfeit.
Yeah, it's a forfeit. That counts. It counts as a win.
Yeah, he's obviously been. Thank you, Skip, for the blessing. Thank you. Appreciate that. He's obviously been notified. He knows about it. He had the link. He had the phone number. So, yeah, but that's okay. Yeah. Mom probably doesn't allow him to use the phone after 8 o'clock on a Sunday.
Well, I'm going to tell you,
so.
I'm not going to lie, man. I'm going to be honest. I think tonight was the best episode yet that I've had out of 12 episodes. Technically, it doesn't look like anything fucked up. Everything kind of worked. I really would have liked to have done the phone thing, but Scooby didn't want to call in. But outside of that, I'm real pleased with how everything went. I think I had the most concurrent viewership that I've had in a long time. And for those of you watching, please share the episode. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. Support the channel, support the effort. Support what we're trying to do here on the Sloppy Bro Show, and let's get the message out. Let's get out of the shadows. Let's get out into the damn public and let them know that we're here. We're not going anywhere. We're not ashamed. We're proud. We're proud boys.
Mm-hmm. Resist. um, yeah, but yeah, and just a heads up, you guys go follow my page, March of the Patriot.
Yes, March of the
We got
Patriot. Get on
Facebook,
that
Twitter.
shit.
Yep. There's Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff. You can follow us and what we're doing. And for those that don't know, yes, I'm the one that organized the rally for the cheerleaders. So Antifa, there's another point you can do. I organized a rally for the cheerleaders.
Which, by the way, that is exactly what democracy looks like, because of this man's fucking fortitude and getting that shit together. That shit got changed.
Yep.
It did.
Yep. And it did. And
is.
Thaxton had a big hand in that too, man. Yep. Thaxton was my co-organizer on that. So that was to you too, Thaxton. Yeah, man. But yeah, so if you put enough pressure on what's wrong, I mean, it's like this: if a bridge is built wrong and you drive 1,000 heavy trucks on it, it's going to collapse, right? That's from the pressure. Right. But if a bridge is built right and you drive those 1,000 trucks on there, it's not going to collapse. There's a reason that it's going to collapse, and we're not going to collapse, and we're not going to lose because our bridge is built right. Our country is built right. And now that there's, past the civil rights movement and, whatever, I still say repeal the 19th, but that's a whole nother conversation. Now that civil rights and all that stuff, and everybody's, got the exact same equal rights. This country is perfect, man. It's perfect for what, if we could just get the pigs out of office, on both sides, by the way, the corrupt pigs out of office, the politicians, the career politicians, the people who are just suckling from the teat, the tax money teat and the lobbyist teat. If we can get rid of them, then our country would be the perfect country. It really would. But there's nothing better out there. There's nothing better out there. And guys, in Antifa, if you don't like it here, I'm just going to put this out here and in plain layman's terms so that you can understand. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, man. Go to Venezuela. Like it. Go to Russia. Go to damn Cuba. Go to China.
Yes,
they'll take
there's
you.
Places out there. Yes, there's places out there that'll take you.
You can relocate and become expatriates, whatever as they say. But I promise you, after 6 months, you're going to be begging to come back.
Yeah, when you're eating your dead neighbors who have starved to death because there's no food, because socialism, and because nobody works on socialism, and there's not enough money to go around. Then you'd be happy to come back to this country. Yeah. You'd be begging to come back to this country. Begging.
Because
so don't forget
you
that.
Like it or not, deep in your heart of hearts, this is the best. The West is the best.
Yep.
It has
and I know it pains
and always
them.
Will be.
It pains them to admit that, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
It pains them.
It breaks their widow hearts.
Well, man, this has been a great show.
Awesome show.
Yeah. Thanks everybody for watching too, man.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Skip.
It was great.
Dano, JT, Skip, Stacy. Appreciate you guys staying alive. James, just staying alive here and keeping this thing, going in the comments and everything. And remember, like, share, subscribe. I am working on possibly starting a podcast myself as well. So, and if I do, then obviously, Marcus, you will be welcome on my show anytime.
Hell yeah. And I implore all you motherfuckers out there to do the same thing. It don't take much. You can do this shit on your fucking iPhone or your goddamn Android phone. You ain't got to damn be all technical and fancy. Just get your message, get your word out, get your thoughts out. Let people know where you stand, and that you're proud and you ain't backing down for no damn body.
Yep. So, well, man, great show. Uhuru. I'm proud of your fucking boy. Thanks everyone for watching, man. Anything else we got to say before we sign off?
No, I think we're good. I'll go ahead and round it out myself. So yeah, Sloppy Bro Show, man. Thanks again for tuning in, checking it out. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that notification bell too. That way you'll get notified when I put the videos out because, YouTube's doing their whole fuckery with the analytics and, trying to damn censor and stop, our voices and messages from getting heard. So that's one way you can beat that, is hit that notification bell. But as always,
right.
I love everybody. I love you all. Even you, Mark. My heart goes out to you, buddy. I ain't got nothing but love for you, man. So sign up for the channel. Hit that subscribe button, man. Let's get you on the show and let's get your voice out there. I want to sit down with you, have a one-on-one or a one-on-two. We can do a three-way if you're not comfortable with just, traditional two ways. So, yeah, man.
Well, then.
Just get your ass on here, man. Seriously. Anyway, so peace to everybody. Proud of you fucking boys. And as always,
Proud of you, boy.
I will catch you motherfuckers on the flip side. Jeremy, thanks for being a part of it. And
Absolutely, anytime, brother.
We'll catch y'all later. Cheers. Yeah, man, that went really fucking good.
Yeah, it did. No
Dude,
technical
man.
difficulties.
Yeah, I didn't have one. I did. There was a little bit of a skip in the beginning, but it looked like it worked itself out. So.